Welcome back to the channel, folks, and to another Flames of War battle report. Now this is a dual format report, so after the intro section, if you go to the scroll bar, the red line at the bottom of the screen, you can either watch the full game with all the movement and the dice rolling, or just a summarised report if you're just looking for a quicker video. Now I'm playing Peter in this game. Peter is going to be using Bulge Panthers, you know, a Brigade Panther list, and I'm going to be using some Hero Soviets. Peter wants to try out a few list options for the UK Nationals. Peter's going, I'll be going, and there's another couple of Scottish players who will be going as well. So if you're in UK and you've not done it already, you might want to sign up for the UK Nationals. It's getting really full just now. I believe there's 32 players already, with more space being booked so they can get a few more tables in. So it's kind of now or never. Anyway, let's see how Peter's Brigade Panthers get on against my Hero Soviets, starting with a look at the lists. Peter, what have you brought for us today?
Well, I bought an army from the Bulge German list. It's Brigade Panthers. And an HQ of 1 Panther, and then 2 platoons of 3.
And these are front armour 10 guys.
Front armour 10, yes. And then a platoon of Panther 470s and some whirlwinds. They aren't whirlwinds, but they're standing in today as whirlwinds. I'll paint these up. And then sport, I've got 3 Wesps and a spotter, a SS Panzer Grenadier platoon, and an SS Scout platoon. Oh, I've also got in this little box something I've not used before, and something I've just painted is some jets.
Oh no!
So I've got them. So let's see how we got on with them.
Don't like them. The only good thing is they're really hard to hit, but the only good thing for me is I've got no anti-aircraft, so I don't have to worry about hitting them. So this lot here, these guys are
they're aggressive.
Pretty much all aggressive apart from
the Wesps.
The Wesps, yes. And the spotter. Everything else is aggressive. Fearless SS.
Fearless SS.
Reluctant.
Yes.
Panzer Brigade, including the Whirlwinds. Yeah. These guys, they'll be a 5-up remount, but it'll be a 4-up last stand because they still get the Third Reich rule. So the danger with these is having a platoon of 3 with 1 dead, 1 bailed, 1 alive, and this bailed one needing a 5-up to get back in can push them on to a last stand quite easy because you're restricted to that 3 tanks to the platoon. But it's a lovely looking force. Let's see how Peter gets on with the Brigade Panthers. Today's mission is Rearguard. When we were working out the stances, I took defend and Peter took manoeuvre. We kind of did this deliberately to see the table we would roll on the basis that it may be better to choose manoeuvre if you're an attacking army against a defensive stance. We're going to be using a new mission pack at the UK Nationals. We've seen something similar in terms of the missions, but there's changes once again, some significant changes at the Scottish Nationals. So attack or manoeuvre against defend, what one's going to be better in light of the new mission pack that we can't share with you? Well, we're going to try manoeuvre against defend. It's going to be on, I'm not sure if this mission itself has changed much in the new pack, but it's going to be on a mission that we can share with you because we can't share the new missions with you at this point. If you sign up for the UK Nationals, you will of course get a chance to play the new missions and also give a bit of feedback on them before they hopefully finalise them and make them public. Anyway, Rearguard, as you can see, has a very straightforward deployment zone. The Defender has got a very large deployment zone, and there's a large area for the objectives to go into that goes quite far forward as well, because this mission is a bit different from other ones in that the Defender's entire force is on the table, and we've got minefields, and we've got an ambush, no reserves at all. The attacker is all on the table, and the attacker has got to basically take a objective before turn 8 is out. The defender, the challenge for the defender is to withdraw platoons from turn 3 onwards. So turn 8 is a critical turn in this game. That's when it will finish if an objective has not already been taken or a formation already been broken. For the attacker, well, they've got a bit more time as a result, so they can slow down a little bit if need be, manoeuvre a little bit if they have to. For the defender, well, they've got more assets on the table to begin with, but they have to make use of those assets. You can't just sit and hold on like you might perhaps do in a normal defensive mission, because you're going to be losing assets as the game goes by. So you want to be causing as much damage with everything as possible. You have to take a little bit of an aggressive stance, otherwise your opponent is just going to sit there until you're denuded and then charge in for the kill. So good challenges for both sides. Right folks, we've deployed and I chose this end to defend. It's got buildings which are bound to be of some benefit to my infantry if they can survive long enough. Now, Peter, you put your objectives down.
I put one as far forward as I could on one side, and then I was going to put the other one here, but I thought that was maybe too close to the church, so I put it well back, round back. Further to go, but at least I don't have houses to deal with.
It makes it further away from here as well, stretching me as much as possible, because that seems to be how you have deployed. But I'll go over my deployment first. First of all, I've got my HQ here, and here, and then that's the platoon HQ. Platoon's based around that objective. Well, I pre-arranged in my artilleries here for Peter. I've got my mortars, which are no concern at all to tanks, and my howitzers over there, but we're moving forward anyway. I just placed them there as just stop things hiding behind them, such as the Wesps. I have got platoon of infantry plus a HQ, platoon of mortars. They're quite far forward, to be honest. That could be very risky, but it means I'm going to have a further reach because I've only got a 40-inch range, so I can head out right across the battlefield. Then another platoon here, heavy machine gun up in the tower, and then my artillery with an observer over there. Remember, the HQ teams can observe over this side, and then the tanks, one kind of in the centre because there's not a lot of place to hide over here, so I've just put them there, though I think those guys there will be taking pot shots straight away. And then one platoon with the HQ over this side. So I'm quite stretched, and then Peter, you seem to be wanting to hit me across the whole frontage.
Well, yes, I don't want to concentrate on one side and leave you with, you can just start pulling stuff off that side. So I thought I'd try and contest both, but then maybe concentrate on one later on, once you've been whittled away a bit. So I've got one Panther platoon here with HQ, one over here, Panzer 470s one in the middle, and then I've got the scouts and the anti-aircraft guns here, and the Wesps here, and the infantry here are going to go
right into the town, where they can get in and about buildings and use their advantage. And there's lots of, like here, lots of cannons and such like that could chop them up. So they're looking quite isolated, but there's a strong force over there, which means I can't just denude this side of the table. So could be quite an interesting game. Well, minefields are better, right? Minefields, folks. Should have said this right at the start. Minefields were a bit of a conundrum for me here because I wanted to stay mobile. It's like thinking about blocking entrances to the town and such likes, but I've got tanks, and they're fast moving tanks. So I've made that a bit tricky to get through for vehicles. Got to risk cross checks. Then over here, just once again, just making it a bit tricky for vehicles, forcing cross checks, but I can't obviously stop everything, and I didn't want to just put one line across one objective. Typically your opponent will just then put everything onto the other objective, so I thought I'll try and spread them out and get advantage of them across the full front, but try and allow myself to stay mobile. Anyway, we'll come back for turn one. Turn one. German turn one movement, and we should say at this point that Peter rolled for his aircraft, but they didn't arrive. On the left there by the wood in the centre of the table edge, Peter's moving up his scouts and moving up his whirlwinds to get them at a position to start shooting up the infantry defending the objective in front of the house with the blue roof. Whirlwinds used a dash and a follow me. Not all of them were successful with their cross-check into the wood, however. And over on the right of the table, Peter's advancing his Panzer Grenadiers up out of line of sight behind the houses with the intention of occupying the front area of the square there. And the Panthers, well, they're going to use a cross here to dash forward and get into the wood. And from there, they're in a position to support the flank of the infantry. You know, if I move out of my tanks, the Panthers can move through the wood, shoot them up and stay in cover, which is very important, staying in cover when you are an aggressive German tank.
German turn 1 shooting, and first of all I'm going to, Panzer 4 70s, I'm going to try and get the tanks there.
So you just need fours
for range, because they would be going to ground, but I think that one at the end isn't concealed.
Well, it's not so much that, this is low terrain,
Yeah.
and you're up on a hill, so this could be a clobbering time.
And it's not a meeting engagement, is it?
No.
6. So, well, here we go. 3, 4.
I reckon one of them is invisible. Yeah. So, right, firepower. It's a goner. That's it, so there's one poor guy left there.
Now this might be out of range. Yeah, he's now out of range, right.
Okay. Just stay alive for me to withdraw you.
So they can't. So the only one would be these guys shooting at infantry.
So we need 5. Did they dash to get their
No, they didn't. They
dashed. Right.
So the 2 centimeters. 4 shots needing. Are they careful as well? Or
no, they're just aggressive, so 5s.
5s. So no hits with that, and then the machine gun gets 3 shots. 2 hits with the machine gun.
Now then, I've got, if you're in range, I've got a commissar there. He's back here though, so.
Oh, he's out of range.
Right, heavy machine gun. Don't know if you're interested.
He's out of range. Right. I'm interested, but he's out of range.
So, just 2 bases of infantry just up the front of the hedge.
Yes, that's fine.
What the hell? So, first guy, then second guy.
They're fine. Well, these guys might as well shoot at the infantry.
Right. Okay.
I think he's probably got a shot now.
Yep. So they'll be long range.
Yeah.
So 6s.
So. One.
Right. So.
And can I see anything that's interesting? Probably not.
Not really. No, the commissar's behind there. So just an ordinary geezer. 6.
The artillery
right.
is going to try. What's it going to try? It's going to try. I think I'll concentrate on this. So try and range in
right, okay.
on this fella.
Right. On the company HQ. Right. So you'll need a 4.
4. So the first I'll use my traffic light dice because I like them. Seen people in America using red, white, and blue.
See that works for Americans, but not for the rest of us. Right, because we don't know what is green, amber, red. Right, so right on top of him, we'll get 1, 2, 3, and the commissar plus the HQ.
Okay,
so first guy at the back.
The commissar.
Oh, the commissar, no.
Misses.
This guy.
Yep.
Hit. Next guy.
Missed.
Next guy.
Yep.
Next guy. And first attempt, wasn't it? So you're fine in the HQ. You're fine. So the HQ. Oh, right, firepower. He's a goner. Right, and then platoon HQ. Oh, for goodness sake. He's a goner.
Nice dice, lots of 6s.
And then 6. Right, I need to mark those up a second. Right, so he's now my HQ, and I'm just going to swap out the... Right, where's he going to go? He needs to be somewhere... I'll put him over this. In fact, I'm going to put him here. Take over that one.
Okay, so that's me. On the shooting.
Oh no, I'm not going to put him there. That's not what I'm going to put. That's my second command. What am I doing? That's what I should be doing. This should be. Damn it! He's away. He's gone over to there. And I've taken him off. Right. Okay. So is that it for shooting?
Yes. So I'll try to shoot and shoot with the Panthers here.
Right.
One's not going to do it. May as well try with these as well.
Right. Soviet turn 1, starting steps. So I've got to try and unpin the infantry. And they do. That's a reroll because my HQ. Try and unpin the HQ, which I do because he's fearless without the need of a commissar. And last stand. They always run away. The hero guys have got good stats, but they never stick around. It's a 4-up, it's half decent last stand, but I find they never stick around when they're down to that. So over to me for movement. Soviet turn 1 movement, and there's not too much going on, folks. I'm just redeploying some infantry, trying to get a wider line across the back of the town now. Worried about those mortars because I have positioned them quite far forward and put them in a little bit of danger, so they need some defensive fire support. I screwed up with my T-34s obviously. I really should have hid them behind the hill where I have now deployed the ambush on the bottom left, but I was thinking of joining up my 2 platoons of T-34s and making an aggressive charge perhaps through the town, but that was daft. I should have just had them out of line of sight and then hold both flanks with them, able to move into the middle from the flanks. So I'm a bit worried what my options will be as the game progresses from this point. Soviet turn 1 shooting is going to start with using my HQs down here to see your wefts and try and range in with my howitzers. No, that's unfortunate. My mortars over here are going to try and range in on the wesps. The whirlwinds in the wood. Well, 5 will do it for the first attempt. So I can push it back a little bit.
Yeah, you can get into there.
Which probably means I can get all 3 of them. Right, but I will need a 3 to hit you because they're
Yep, they're
aggressive type. So
aggressive.
there's 2 at the front, 1 at the back. At the front, at the back. So they're all hit, but it's only 1 that can affect you.
2 front ones. Oh, they're on the back.
He's built it. So, my anti-tank platoon is going to have a go at your scouts.
Is there any long range maybe, or?
They're all long.
Long range, right. That's,
Definitely all long.
So they're
Careless. No, they're aggressive, so.
Yes.
So I need 4.
For all just them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Let's get 2.
Yeah, I'll put 2 on one of the cannon ones, so you can
I'll try and swap it over.
And you do. So it'll be firepowers.
Right.
So 1 with 2 is a corner. Next one. So there's a bale in the middle. And turn 2.
I'll try and get him back in. He's fearless, he says.
Aye.
Yeah, but still doesn't get it in. And then
he's reluctant, but he's back in. It's the way it works, folks.
is that all?
Yep, so you got a last stand to do.
So the last stand is a 4. Yeah, so
You're staying though. And then you're playing.
Come on then, let's get the plane in.
Plane's coming, so that's something we've not seen for a long time on the channel.
I've never used the plane before.
German turn 2 movement, and Peter's bringing the Panthers around, as you can see there, to start shooting up the anti-tank guns. The anti-tank 11 on those anti-tank guns isn't a real threat to him. So he wants to try and save his remaining scouts and his whirlwinds by taking out those anti-tank guns off every asset that he can deploy. Now you can see he's moved one of the whirlwinds successfully through the wood to add to the fire against the infantry. Peter's also moving the Panzer 470s up. They're a little bit more vulnerable to the anti-tank guns, but at this range the best I would be able to get against them would be a bale, so just as many weapons on them as possible. And the Panthers once again cross here. With a cross here on a 2-up cross check, you're guaranteed to move. He's not going to be shooting anybody, he just wants to be 100% in that position so he can dominate the terrain to the front on that flank of the town. The infantry are starting to debus and taking up positions in the buildings to support the Panthers and perhaps develop an attack on the right hand side of the table. The aircraft are being positioned behind anti-tank guns. Now there's going to be artillery coming down there too, so the aiming points for the relative templates will be in such a way that there'll be no risk of danger close against the aircraft. Remember folks, aircraft are teams and there can be danger close to them with artillery bombardments.
The German turns to shooting.
Right, you want to start with?
Let's start with the aircraft.
Alright, I thought we were going to start over here.
Oh no, let's start over here then. Let's start over here. So the guys who moved, we may as well shoot at shoot at the infantry.
Right, so if you target my infantry that moved, then I'm easier to hit rather than targeting the guys that didn't.
Yes.
Now the guys that are upstairs can target him in the open. So you guys, Panzer Grenadiers?
Panzer Grenadiers.
So there'll be 4 dice from them looking for 3s.
Yeah, got them all.
Right, and then 4 dice from them looking for 4s.
1.
Right, so you've targeted him. Who else do you want to target? There's 1 in here and then millions in there.
Right, so this guy.
These guys got to do my saves from the Panzer Grenadiers, so you've targeted him.
Yeah.
There's 1 in here.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Right, and then you've got another 3. So you want to get a heavy machine gun?
Yeah.
2 ordinary guys?
Yep.
Right, so I'll start trying mistaking target stuff, see if I get my first one, and I do. I'm going to put that into a guy in bulletproof cover, and then the heavy machine gun shifts on to another guy, and that's all I really need to do. Okay, so there'll be 1 here and 4 in there.
Are they all different? Yeah, so 4.
Well, I've got to do my save, so first guy's okay, and then the 4 ordinary guys in the church that have been hit, 1 chance. Right. I think that might be enough to pin them. I have to check the size of the platoon. I can never remember the rule, but we'll find it.
So the half tracks.
They're going to clobber the mortars?
One's going to go over here.
Right, okay, so we're looking for 5s because they are going to ground on that side. Mm-hmm. There's only 1 guy in range from the platoon, but right. That probably helped. Just maybe finish him off.
So, machine gun. So gets 4 shots. Is that right?
Aye, the half track.
Very often. So
no, they only get 2, Peter. That's a typo that's been fixed.
Oh, no. 1. Oh, 4. Oh no, that's not.
Even a 5 because of
Okay, and then.
Right, so you're going to need. Well, one of them's got a. What is it? What you actually had that with? Is it a 20mm?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So is that rate of fire 2 on the move? Is it?
Yes.
Right. So 2 for the cannon then. No. And then 8 from the half tracks at the slope. Right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that?
4.
4s will do it.
5.
Right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And it depends whether or not he's in range. He's just out. So who do you want to double up with? This guy here. 2 chances to get him. He's a goner. And then next guy. Next guy. Next guy. Right, Peter, so over this side, do you want to start with the planes?
Yes, let's start with the planes.
So what are your planes armed with?
They've got, they've got guns or bombs. I think the guns are anti-tank 6.
What's the firepower?
Firepower 5.
And the number of shots?
2. So that would give
That
me
would just be 4 shots, or you could potentially...
Yeah, let's go with the bombs. Let's go with the bombs.
So are you veteran?
They are
Veteran, yeah.
veteran.
So, 4 cause of the hill.
Nope. Oh no. Come on, boys. No.
Planes,
Run away.
awful lot of
They're going too
dice
fast.
rolling, moving and positioning, and do they ever hit? Sometimes you do, but...
Okay, so I think then we'll have to. I think one of them is.
Let me see. There might
See,
be more than one in.
20 inches is the range.
20 inches. Yeah, that one there's in range. The other ones can go for the infantry.
Right. So
nice
that one
did he get?
didn't move, did it? So he's got 5 shots.
5 shots in long range, looking for 60s. No. And then another one's at short range, looking for 5. So that'll be what, 7 dice?
Yes. 2 for move.
2 on a move.
3 in a move.
3 on a move. That's pretty good. Right. Oh, terrible.
Rubbish.
Right, your Panzer IV 70s.
Yes.
They're going to go on to the hill as
They're
well?
going onto the hill.
Right. 60s.
Not good shooting than the Panthers.
Oh, they're going to go on the hill as well. That'll be the same then.
Yeah.
One hit. Which one do you want to go for?
Let's go for this guy.
It's okay.
Okay.
Your artillery.
Have to be. I think I'll have to be. Well,
Oh, you're going to try and
I
range in
think
them?
I'm going to try and
Right.
range in there because
They will
I need them out of the way.
be hard to cope with your rebel wins and things.
So 3 go up to 4.
4.
No.
Okay, second attempt. Right, so first one on a 5.
No. Oh no. Oh, okay, it's one.
This guy. Nope, not making my saves against this artillery very well.
No, it's fine.
Their days, however, are numbered.
So that is.
Any shooting and scooting. The only thing that could potentially be shooting and scooting is your
I could maybe those 2.
tooling back. But one can't because he moved.
Yes, he can't move. And then that would be it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's try and do that.
Aye.
So this guy.
Oh, you've got to pass the 3's fine.
This guy.
And 1 isn't.
No,
So 1 goes back into the out with 2 inches from the front edge, basically.
That's not so good. So that wasn't a particularly good turn.
No, but you are manoeuvring your assets into a nasty, dangerous position over this side for sure. Soviet turn 2 starting step. So do they guys unpin? They do. These guys are pinned. There's only 11 bases starting in the unit. So it's 12 bases, needs 8 hits to pin. So do they unpin? They do. They didn't get pinned. So I think that's it for starting step. Actually, folks, they were pinned. And they're not unpinning. Soviet turn 2. I'll try and range in my howitzers again. Yes, got it this time. So I reckon there's 2. That's the marker over there.
So we're
Looking up there, I'm only going to get 2 in the 2 that's on the road. So I'll put in between the 2 that's
it's on the road. Right.
on the road. So
1 hit.
get at the back.
Come on.
He's fine. But at least I'm ranged in. And then over here, am I going to do anything? I don't see much point in trying to shoot these guys up because they're in bulletproof cover and I'll need 60s to kill them. The mortars can't shoot, so they'll be staying on the ground, which just means what happens on the other side. Okay, so firing over here, these are all going to shoot at the Rearguard ones. I could have split my fire and maybe picked off That guy,
But he might go away anyway.
yeah, I'd rather, because my firepower's only 4, I'd rather maybe try and get them. There you go, lad, I did 2 hits. Right, now, your armour's 3 going up to 4, but I'm at tank 11.
Well, so far.
So, 2, they're both gone. And that is going to be it, because these guys here can't affect anything else over that side. So that is going to be it for shooting. Turn 3.
Okay, German turn 3. So what have we got to do?
Sorry, mate.
Get him back in.
He's back in.
He's back in.
Then it's just going to be last stands then. So
Last stand for
that
this
one.
little fella. That's not
Nope.
nice. He's off.
And then the wearable wind. No, he's off as well. And then you got your plane.
Right, this, I need my plane. I need my plane. Yes.
Plane's coming, so we'll see where the plane arrives in movement. German turn 3 movement. There's not a lot going to be happening for Peter this turn. He's got most of his assets in place. He's going to put his planes to attack my 122 mils. He's got everything already concentrating on anti-tank guns, so he's thinking get rid of my 122s because I'm a threat to the Wesps, and the Wesp might be the best asset he has for dealing with the infantry on the objective over on the left hand side of the table. Otherwise his own infantry are going to keep debussing and filling the spaces in the houses in the front of the square.
Turn 3 shooting. So I'm going to start over here. The Panther tanks are going to shoot at the infantry. Oh, there's a observer. What's he doing much?
At the moment I'm observing them from here.
Yeah, so let's go for the infantry.
Right. Main guns?
Main guns, yes.
Right, so
yeah, so you're
look for 5s because I'm aggressive going to ground.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right,
So
who you
what can I
got to
see?
hit?
Let's go ahead and put one here.
Right, just check he's actually at. He would have been at.
Oh, long range. So
range.
it needs to be
So
well, these guys then.
You want to string along this way, sort of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
1,
yeah, yeah.
2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
that's fine. Yes.
Right.
He's fine. He's fine. All fine. All fine. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Alive for just now.
The guys in this, so they'll get, there's 4 of them and they get, so that'll be 12 shots.
And these guys will join in too. So who you go for, the infantry or?
Let's go for the infantry. Let's go for the infantry.
Okay, so those guys 12, and then it'll be another, so what, 16 altogether into the infantry.
So 12 from the guys in this house. Against in 5.
5, yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 so far, and
And
then
then
from this one.
from this one, so is it 2 or 3?
They'll get 4 because you've got 2 bases here.
All right, so the guys that moved. Yeah, yeah. And they're shooting at the mortars, did I say?
Do you want to shoot the mortars or the infantry?
Mortars.
Right,
No, infantry.
infantry getting pinned.
No.
Or not. Right, so you want to hit heavy machine gun.
Yes.
So I'll try mistaken target. I'm
Yep.
okay. What? Do you want to hit the guy that's not dug in?
Yes. Let's.
Mistaken target. Yep, okay. So it's just going to be 2 ordinary guys. 1 in here. Sorry, 1 in here and 3 in here, sorry. So. Oh my goodness.
All right, so what?
Right, 3 firepowers in there.
3.
Yeah. That was as bad as mine. And then
And 1 there.
save. Oof. Thank goodness I'm in bulletproof cover, folks. That platoon would be gone in 1 turn. Right, the half tracks.
The half track. So
1 shooting
Yeah,
over that way.
how many does he get? He gets
4 dice.
4 dice.
Shooting infantry beside the church. Right, that's 2. You can only get 1 guy from where you are. Chance to get him. Nope, but they're pinned now. Sure. And then the other ones.
The big gun. It'll be 3 shots.
You're going for the mortars again? You can.
No, infantry. Let's carry on.
So he can see these 2 over here. So do him first. Your cannon.
No.
Right, and another one's. One of them can see a single infantryman. Another one's really going to have to go for mortars.
Right, so 1 for the infantry.
Right.
No.
And then the mortars.
1 hit.
1 hit. I'll just roll this. Right, firepower? No.
Yes. Okay.
Planes.
Planes, yeah, so I'm going to range in there. So
Just be a 3 up because you don't have.
I'm going to use my traffic light dice to see how it gets. They never fail. And they failed this time.
No, you're 3, third attempt.
No, because there's
no terrain.
Oh, right. Well, if you
because you can bunch them up. You can put one behind the other and things, you know.
Well, you're very generous.
Right, so you need 5s. First one?
First one, yep. Second one, nope. Third one, nope.
There's only
two.
There's only
there's only 3, so it's only 1.
Second one. Chance to get them?
I think it's a 2 up, is it? Bombs. 2 up, yes.
Right, so the other side, you're going to start with the Panther 70s against anti-tank guns.
Yes, over here, so
6s.
6s. Here we go. This is good, boys. 1 hit.
1 hit. Which one do you want to go for?
Let's just go for this one here. Let's go for that one.
That one there, right, okay. Next.
The Panthers. Needing the same thing again. Oh, that's better. 3 hits.
3 hits. Right, I'll do 1, 2, 3. Third one's failed.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, you're supposed to be hard to kill.
And so that then leaves my wasps.
Right. Okay, so 2 chances on 4s.
4s and 1 hit.
Oh dear. Another one away.
Slightly better. And that's good. I'm going to try a few shooting scoops.
Right, so
Shooting scoot here.
Positive 70s.
No. And then the Panthers.
Yep.
Shuffle forward a wee bit.
Move it, turn 3 start step, lots of unpinnings. Does he unpin? No. Do the artillery unpin? No. Do the infantry unpin? Yes. That's it for unpinning. Unfortunately, my artillery has not unpinned, which is very bad news. But, last stand. Give me a penny.
Not fearless.
Fearless. These guys are hardly rolled above above a 2 for all those fail saves and then unpin and then run away because he was going to get withdrawn. Now he's dead already, I can't withdraw him. So what's going to happen for withdrawals is...
Well, have you got... Count now, if you might not have enough.
No, what is it, 5?
I think it's 5.
I'm pretty sure it's 5. But I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 platoons on the table, so... She've less than 6. So these mortars are going to get withdrawn because they're pretty much done for the day. Soviet turn 3, no movement, no shooting. That's going to be it. They can't hurt anybody. The artillery's pinned. My tanks, if they move anywhere, they're going to let the Panthers in. And if they move out, they won't really be able to hurt the Panthers. The best they could hope for might be a bale or 2 and then they'll die. So Peter's going to have to come get me. Once again, they're not shooting because they're in bulletproof cover. There's no point, I can't hurt them. So let's see if Peter can do anything in turn 4. Turn 4. German turn for movement is going to start with the planes. Peter's got his planes and they're coming in again and going to go for the 122s. He's not got a hell of a lot of other targets worthwhile going for really. There is some tanks sitting there, but the 122s are a threat still to the artillery, to the Wisps. Peter wants to keep them in the game, fully operational, to reduce the strength of my infantry. Now Peter has realised that his own infantry, the Panzer Grenadiers, are not really doing much in the town there. We could sit and shoot each other all day long and we're not going to kill anybody. He can't support an attack against the church, for instance, with his artillery, whilst also supporting an attack against the objective in the open. So he's going to mount them up and get them in a half tracks and swing them around over to the left hand side of the table. Elsewhere he's pretty happy. He's got Panthers holding on the right, and everything else on the left is in a position to shoot up infantry, so they're going to stay put and shoot.
Okay, turn 4 shooting for the Germans. Right, start. The Panthers, they're going to open fire.
I'm going to start with that side, right?
Oh, sorry, no, these Panthers. I meant these Panthers.
The Panthers. It's confusing, folks. Right.
So
we're going to clobber the infantry again.
Clobber the infantry again. So
fives.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 hits.
3 hits. So it'll just be 3 pieces of infantry over there. So let's say wood, building. Wood. Oh, for goodness sake.
So,
I'm on the 1s and 2s today, folks.
So the first one, second one.
2 away.
And
one in there.
So they can't shoot over
right.
the planes. So
planes ranging in again.
Here we go.
3 will do it. That'll get you the first attempt. So 2 guns under there. Still 1 hit. Made my save though. They're already pinned. And then we're on to the other side. Right, Panther 470 is shooting the guys at short range.
Main guns, yes. That wasn't there.
1
hit. 5 hit, yeah.
Saved. Panthers.
Panthers,
main guns.
Main guns. They'll shoot is he within 16?
You've got to get the commissar, right?
Commissar, just
target commissar. He is within.
With, is he?
One of them's.
Oh, right.
No, in fact, he's just. They're all just.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, so that's 4.
Wow, that's
right. I take it you don't want to put it on the heavy machine gun. I want to try mistaking target. I do. So it's going to be heavy machine gun, and then who else? Do you want the front guys? Or?
Front guys, let's go for front.
So 1, 2, like that. I'll try. Oh, so it would have been like that, and so I will stick him at the heavy machine gun. I'm just going to leave it like that. So he's okay. He's okay. He's not. He's not. So firepower.
Heavy machine gun.
Light machine gun. I think he's.
That only leaves the Vesps then, so they're going to try and range in over here. What's just going to give them the best target? Should maybe go for. Will I go first? Well, I could maybe sneak in here. Could I?
Yeah.
Not going to get a bullet. It's 4 bullet, but yes, we'll try that.
Yeah. Right.
Second attempt.
Second attempt. So first guy.
Heading in
3.
Oh, so 1 guy. And that's going to be me.
Right, any shooting and scooting?
Let's. You can. What's your 12-inch range? You can come out and. Yeah, we're probably.
If I was going to face
already
you,
in.
yeah, but that would be a brave move.
Well, I don't know. No, so no movement there. They can't. Okay, that's me.
Right. So the turn 4 start steps. So do these unpin? They do. I've got the HQ to help. Do my howitzers unpin? They do.
Oh dear.
The infantry in the church, do they unpin? They do. And something's going to have to leave, isn't it? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My army's no set up for this mission, folks. Oh, the observer doesn't count. So let's just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I take off 1 unit of tanks, the whole lot goes, because there's a formation of 3 platoons. So if the HQ left, they effectively count as broken.
So they've got to stay.
So they stay or they all leave. If I take off these guys, then that's the last chance I've got of dealing with the Wisps. If I take off my HQ, these guys are going to lose their reroll. Bye-bye HQ. Soviet turn for movement, so it's time to start repositioning my infantry to a degree. Over on the left, the infantry in front of the house with the blue roof that are at short range to the Panzer 470s and such, they're going to pull back into the house. They can move and move into bulletproof cover, so it's not such a risky move. The infantry unit in the town is going to start filtering around, going to leave some to protect the objective, some by the church, and the rest are going to start filtering around through the buildings to perhaps threaten the flank of those half-tracks should they move over on the shortest route to attack the objective out on the left. Turn 4 shooting going to be very little because there's nothing I can really hurt, so just my howitzers shooting at the Wisps. One. Pathetic. They'll be leaving the game next turn. Well, they were going to go whatever happened, but I was hoping they could maybe get rid of a Wisp and then force you down to reroll successfuls, because those Wisps alone will probably deal with these guys. So that's it for the Soviets. Not very much happening again. Turn 5. Straight into movement for the German turn 5. No planes this turn for Peter. As you'll see in other games that are coming up, he's not having a lot of luck bringing his planes in. And the only real movement is going to be the Panzer Grenadiers trying to get themselves around all these cross checks and over towards the left hand side of the table. Having the Panzer Grenadiers there, remember this, only so many turns, might be quick rounds here, but it's only so many turns you'll get in this mission. The Panzer Grenadiers could be very useful, especially as they are SS, to get an assault in against my smaller and smaller force of infantry on the left.
Right, so shooting at your infantry.
Right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be. Right. Still 4 targets. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right, 3 and 4 inside the church. Oh dear. The Panthers are actually doing quite a lot of damage. I can't make my saves very well, unfortunately. Okay, so you have tracks?
So yes, so
Just going for 4s.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the ones with the machine guns. 3 hits, is that 3 hits?
You'll have 4 for each half track.
Is it 4?
So how many did you-
Yes, sorry. So I got another 4,
6.
another 3.
Another 3?
Because I'm only firing machine guns,
Right.
I'll fire that separately. It's a 5 I hit. And then the big gun gets 2 shots.
2. Now then, there's only actually one guy you can
Hit.
get there, so he's going to get absolutely spanked. So 5 machine gun shots. Right, he's failed 1. See if you get him with that.
Nope.
And then the cannon is okay.
It's okay. So that's them, and then let's go into the guys in the building with the
Right.
yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
5s.
1.
Target anyone in particular?
Who's got it?
Commissar.
Yeah, but yeah, let's try him.
Sting
Let's try
target,
him.
yep.
No, we don't miss them.
No safety.
No.
At least you filled a fight by that time. The
And then
Panthers.
the Panthers, I think they'll go because they moved, didn't they? So let's go into the.
It'll be the same.
It'll be the same. Yeah.
Depends which ones you want to deal with.
Go for this.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 hits.
Oh, make a save, for goodness sake. That's ridiculous.
And then last of all, the
Artillery.
crisps onto the house. So 3 and up to 4. Oh, traffic lights. Don't forget traffic lights. Second attempt.
Right, so it'll be 5s.
And then you get under there.
Right, so you're going to be rolling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ordinary and a commissar.
So 5 ordinary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hitting on
4s. 4 for the second attempt.
Oh, 1, 2.
And important one, commissar.
No.
Cocked. Another fail. Oh dear, if I could get fairly average saves, I would probably be in
Better condition.
better nick, like not a better position, but a better nick.
And that's going to be.
Shooting and scooting and such likes.
Yeah, let's try shoot and scoot with the Panther 4s.
Right.
No, may as well. Let's see. Let's. Yes, it is. Back a wee bit.
Shoot and scoot and then shoot and scoot back. And
Hokey. Yeah, that's me.
right. So we turn 5s, have to do motivations. So starting with this slot here. Yes. This slot spread all over the place. Oh, sorry, is that what a reroll? What we're doing? No. This is actually very bad news. And that's it for motivations, but it's time to remove something. So I think it's going to have to be the artillery because, let me see, got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 5. So the artillery don't have to leave this turn, is that right? There's 1 platoon here, 1 platoon here, there's 2, that's 3, 4, 5. No, I don't need to move anything this turn. So over at turn 5 movement, I've got to try to do something about those half tracks. I've got a pinned platoon, unfortunately. It would have been good if they could have done something to them. So I'm going to move my T-34s over. This is risky. I'm leaving the flank wide open to the Panthers, but I've got to bring them over and try and snipe off some of these aggressive, so fairly easy to hit half tracks further down the road. Over on the left, I successfully pass a blitz move with those infantry, and the 2 in the field are going to get flank shots on the Panthers. Because I've blitzed, I won't be able to assault them. I could only get to the flank by using a blitz. I could have done a follow me, not fired and then gone in for the assault. So there were options there, but I thought, no, I'm just going to get past the flanks, hit them. Even if I just bail them out, they are reluctant, so there's a very strong chance that they might just leg it. Back over on the right, the 2 infantry that are in the wood, I am putting them behind the church, out of line of sight. I just can't seem to make my saves over there. So they're going to run away from the Panthers. It's going to leave that wood open to the Panthers, so that is a bit risky. But, you know, my infantry feels psychologically beaten down by the failed saves over there. Those Panthers have killed a hell of a lot of them in direct fire. Soviet turn 5 shooting. Let's see. I thought the howitzers would be gone this turn, but they're not. Let's see if they can actually do anything.
Hit.
One. The front one.
Front one.
Believe it or not.
Failed.
Oh, they're fucking awful. That's just a bail. That could have made all the difference because he's probably going to get back and he's fearless. Because if we were having to reroll hits against my tiny amount of surviving infantry. Right, so, what else did I leave? My T-34s over here. Shooting up the road. One's in the open and 2 are concealed. So the ones in the open we did a 4 and the concealed a 5. So open, just 1. So that's the guy targeted.
You can't stop it, can
you? No.
Oh, good.
What do I do, sorry?
No, I was saying I can swap it, but it doesn't.
Try mistake target.
No, but there's not really a difference, is it?
Well, because if you put it onto the commander and you've only got one save to make if you fail.
Alright, well let's try and put it
Right,
onto the command.
try mistake target. You do, so the command base has got to make a save. And he's fine.
You've got to get out, has it? Yes.
Right. And then over here, 2 Panzerfaust wielding suicide squads. So they will need 5 to hit you. 3 normally, but 1 for being out of command, moving out of command, and 1 for slow firing. So 2 dice, 1 hit. So I want to put it on
Yeah, so my side
nearest
of
guy.
5.
It is actually, you can't stop it. So can I get a kill? Oh no. He's built it, but I can't assault him, folks, because I used a blitz to get myself into range. If the guy at the front hadn't have failed his save, I may not have needed that, and I could have maybe launched an assault. The infantry over here, they can't really do anything. Not much in the way of visible targets, so they're going to just stay on the ground. They're pinned anyway. Turn 6.
Let's try and get him back in. I think it's a 5 though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, he fails.
In plane.
Is he pinned?
Why, they'll count as pinned. The whole unit counts as pinned. 3, you're fearless, your SS, so he can mount up.
He's got the Wisp is
Fearless.
Fearless. Come on, boys, come on. Oh no.
Well, that was the desired intention for me last turn, to make it reroll successful hits. Might save me. And then the plane.
Oh, the plane. This is.
Come and kill my Panzer, my T-34s. No plane this turn, so just what you've got on the table. German turn 6 movement, and just as I was worried those Panthers are now going to start putting pressure onto that flank, they're just moving up behind the wood at the moment. The SS Panzer Grenadiers, they're going to move up in their half tracks. They're going to try and get themselves in a position to launch an assault next turn, so getting up as quick as they can is what's required, and putting as much fire down range as well. That's why Peter hasn't mounted up one survivor from the HQ half track, because if he had, the half track it mounted would not be able to shoot. And Peter is preparing to assault the infantry in the wood. He doesn't want them sitting on his flank. He's hoping just to finish them off.
6 shooting, so no shooting there. So over here, let's shoot at the guys in there.
Right, going for 5 then.
4, so 12 shots.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12. They are going to ground now, are they?
Yeah. For goodness sake.
It's a 5 a hit.
Yeah.
So that's 5 hits.
I think that's one for everybody, isn't it? Yep. Right, so 4 ordinary guys. And
The
Commissar. Oh, give me a
the ordinary guy.
ordinary guy.
Oh, it was going to be 6.
Commissar.
No.
Right, so they're pinned straight away. Your Panzer 470 is going to have a go?
Yes, they're going to have shots as well. Let's 1, 2, 5, 6. Oh, rubbish.
Right, your Panthers.
Panthers, they're going to fire the machine guns.
Right, so we need 3s.
How many machine guns?
That'll be 4 dice each.
4 dice each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shooting the guys in the woods, folks. That's plenty. So that's 3 each. So nearest, they're going on. Farthest, they still there? Right, your artillery.
Okay, artillery.
So there are still 5 bases in a commissar.
So, hitting, about
sorry.
rerolling.
4 bases in a commissar.
Rerolling hits. So 5.
Yeah.
So how many was it? 5?
4 bases, sorry, in a commissar.
So,
So then reroll them.
1. Is that 1?
2.
2.
And then commissar, just roll 2 dice.
Come on, boys.
Oh, Oh, he's hit. Hold on a second. You's going down. Right, okay. Right, so 2 ordinary bases and then the commissar, yeah. So the ordinary guys, 2 firepowers.
The ordinary guy.
2.
2.
That's 1 away. Commissar. Oh, come on, make my saves. Let's see if you kill him. Yep. Which is the important one. So it was commissar and 1 ordinary guy, yeah? You just have to stay alive, team. Just stay alive. Right.
Is that everything else? Do I want to assault this guy in the...
We have to do a cross check and I'll get 1 defensive fire and hitting you on a 4.
I mean, otherwise he's going to take more shots, isn't he?
Yeah, whatever happens, I'll be firing him next turn.
He's not moving, so he'll be
Hitting
just
you
be
on
a
a,
3.
depends, if I unpin, I'm hitting you on a 3.
And how many are in there? 3 left in there.
Aye, very nearly broke.
And if I was to assault them, they still get 3 shots each. Is that how they work?
Them 2 shots each.
2 shots each. Yeah, I think I'm going to assault.
Right, okay, so do your cross checks first. Yep. And yep. So I do 1 defensive fire and I hit.
Hit.
So you can't save.
Can't save.
Bailed. So you can kill me on a 4.
3 and 4, right? So
yeah, that does it. And then you can consolidate.
but I can only turn him right. Right.
Right, any other actions?
Let's try and shoot and scoot these
Right.
guys. Oh, no, they don't like it.
And that'll be it.
And that's it.
Right. Starting step, turn, Soviet turn 6. They shouldn't have been here last turn, folks. They're definitely not here this turn.
So that's your back. You're no delay tokens. So this you've only got 1, 2.
Basically, I've got what I've got here until the end of the game now, considering we're at turn. Because I've got 1,
6, is it?
2, 3, 4 on the table, and we're turn 7 next. Right. So, in terms of motivations, does this wee platoon unpin? Oh, folks. Another platoon. Well, what can you do? What can you do, folks? I just have to sit there now. If they'd have been able to unpin, I could have intervened here, but can't do anything if the dice say no. Soviet turn 6 movement. I'm really just going to be messing about with my T-34s here to see if I can kill the Panzer Grenadiers in their half tracks and then maybe get myself in a position to go over and directly support the objective by the house in the bottom left. Soviet turn 6. I'm going to shoot the half tracks with my T-34, so the platoon manages to 1. So what I put it on to doesn't matter. That one there. What the hell?
I can't.
You can swap it if you want, like.
No, it doesn't matter.
But they're all kind of the same. So it's a kill. So 2
2 guys
saves.
in it. 1 dead,
One's away.
1's away.
And then my HQ is going to have a go and miss, unfortunately. If I got another one, that might have helped. That's going to be it, folks. I've not really got anything else. Turn 7. Right, Peter, your turn 7 motivations.
What we're going to do, let's get him back in.
Aye, the Wisp.
Oh, no, he stays out. Yes.
Unpinning.
Unpinning. Yeah.
Fine. And then you got a couple of remounts.
Oh, right, this one. No. on the guy behind it.
Nope.
Nope. So we've got a last
Stand, aye. 4 up.
Yeah. Oh, then off.
That's Brigade Panthers for you folks. You can't kill them, but they just charge off a cliff, suicide. Right, so that's it. So we're on to movement. German turn 7 movement, and Peter starting by bringing the Panthers around the wood to stare down at my poor wee T-34s and also get himself very close to the objective down there. Peter's only other movement is to dismount the Panzer Grenadiers. These are the SS Panzer Grenadiers. Move up with a tactical followed by a follow me, and that gets them into assault position.
7 Germans shooting. So the 2 that can see the infantry will fire the machine guns.
2 Panthers over here looking for 5s.
And they've got 4 machine guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1.
I'm not dug in, remember folks? I've made a save.
And then the 2 shooting along, just long range.
Yep, looking for force.
1 hit.
1 hit, so firepower. Right, I'm going to roll a dice of 3. So I'm going to make it that one there with mistaken target, right?
Okay.
And he's a gunner.
So that's that.
Want to do the planes now?
Yeah, let's do the planes now.
So they're going to
So in the
drop bombs?
probably on him, yeah.
Right, okay.
So force.
Yep.
Almost did it.
Second attempt. Right, so first guy on a 4.
No.
Next guy, yep. This guy, nope, last guy, yep. So these 2 here. Your attack is what?
I think it's 6, isn't it?
Oh no.
Let me just check. 6, no, 4.
4. First guy, second guy. Right, chance to kill him. 5 plus 3 does it?
2 plus 6.
Right, I need a wee warrior save then. And I make it. So I'll go 5 minutes, I'll go on that. It's gone. Right. There you go.
So
There's still 2 live tanks under there.
So force.
Yep.
He's got the force.
First
Last
attempt.
attempt.
So first one.
Hitting on
5. And the HQ again. He's okay.
Okay, so what the question is, do I try and get rid of these guys? But that wouldn't help me, would it? Because they're not part of the same platoon. So if I get rid of their HQ or your...
There's 2 for the platoon and 1 for the HQ.
So if I get rid of them, that's not... Well, it might help. No, I'm going to shoot at down there.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Right, shooting upstairs then. So looking for 6s.
6s.
Those are the range folks. Still got a hit. And I can't make saves. Oh, that's disaster folks, because that's 2 dice of defensive fire lost. I just can't make my saves today, unfortunately.
And then these guys will shoot, will you get 3 of them in?
6 dice. Oh no, everybody can shoot.
Oh,
We'll do 6 dice against the bottom.
that's it.
1.
I got 1.
And then 6 against the top. So 4 on the top. Oh, for goodness sake, 3 firepowers. 1 on the bottom. See folks, it's just absolutely mental.
Oh, I saw 6.
And then them
Yes.
at the top, so that'll be 8 dice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1.
Made a save.
And that's going to be
Salty.
the bombardment was. I didn't make the bombardment, did I? And the 2 tanks that were.
Aye, you got 1 hit and
I did, right, sorry.
I saved. So my defensive fire is only going to be 4 dice. I can't stop you.
I'll just see what you.
2 saves.
2 saves.
1's away. So there'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4 will be able to get in. one dies.
Oh, sorry, I've taken them off.
Right, well, 4 would go in,
Right.
because it's against the 2. Oh no, in fact, you'd be able to go, actually. Would you be close enough? Damn it, 2 inches away. Let me see. Potentially. No, you've got to take the shortest route, which isn't going to give you the option of the guys at the back making it around the side. Right,
So,
2 hits against 1. He's dead. 1 hit against another. He's dead. And then you can consolidate.
yeah, so they'll all go into the house.
So the starting steps. So the first thing that happens is my infantry runs away. Because there's only 1 unit left on the table. You're within 4 inches of that, so I can't win the game. There's no point in playing a final turn. I could potentially split my 3 remaining T-34, or something go that way, something go that way, but you'll win the next turn. So that is going to be a win for the Germans. So recap, folks. Peter, well, for me, that game was just about the fact that I couldn't actually damage you. If I'd something, a different kind of mission would have suited me a lot better, because the T-34s need to be mobile and to get around the flank off you, and that wasn't a goal in this game because you had too much anti-tank 14 and withdrawing the platoons, losing 1 platoon, just being daft. Losing 1 platoon of T-34s right at the outset wasn't good. That put my options down, but wherever I put them, even behind here, they would have been sniped from that way, sniped from that way. I don't think it would have worked. But for me, that game might have gone better for me, and I might have held on if I was able to make my 3-up infantry saves a bit better. I probably failed half the saves as opposed to sort of 1/3 of the saves, but my list wasn't set up for this kind of mission. Too few platoons and not enough mobility to get around the sides of your strongly armoured front.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think your list would help me a lot, because I've got these Duff Panthers. The front armour is quite good, but everything else is not so good about them.
It was good for this mission though.
Yes.
Because I'm stretched out across the width of the table, and it's hard to get around your flank in that kind of situation. I could have been more aggressive, but there was nowhere for my T-34s to have a starting point to be aggressive. I had to be at the back of the table, behind a hill. Maybe that probably would have been the best place. Behind a house, behind a town. So I couldn't do an instant sweep out. And as I said before, being daft, I lost 1 straight away. So it was a tough one. It's a tough one. But at least it was a win. And as I said before, I hate seeing so many draws on the channel. And whilst we can't talk about new missions, what I would say is that the new mission pack that we've been given for the UK Nationals might see a few more wins than we have been seeing once it's published, and I hope it gets published soon, folks. We've seen so much of it, and we really want to start using them on the battle reports, but we're not getting a chance to do it. We can't share them. You just have to go to the tournament if you want to get an early go at them and make some kind of contribution. But there's no many tickets left. Anyway, Peter, you ground it down right to the last turn, but you did the right thing. You picked up your Panzer Grenadiers and moved them off. If I had been able to unpin these infantry, I might have stopped you.
Yes.
Or delayed you, and a delay maybe would have been enough, but it wasn't the best formation for this task. But there you go. That's it done, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It went down to the wire, sort of. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you've not done so and you'd like to, then hit the subscribe button, which means we'll definitely see you all on the next one. Turn 1.
Okay, German turn 1 summary. I got planes, but I couldn't get them in the first turn. And then what have I done? I've moved these panzers dashed up here with a cross-year order to get into the woods. My armoured cars, well, the infantry are moving up to try and take these buildings. These didn't move. West didn't move. Armoured car, the scout platoon moved up there to take shots at the infantry. The anti-aircraft dashed and did follow me across here, but one failed. This Panther platoon stayed still. They were going to shoot at those tanks, but realised that they were actually out of range. So they didn't move. But we started firing. We started shooting at these guys. These guys missed. Yes. Yep. The artillery ranged in first time, and I managed to kill two stands.
Well, you got one of the HQ and the platoon HQ.
Yeah.
So he's now the HQ.
And then the Panzer IV 70s, 4 hits on the T-34s, and managed to kill 3 of them.
Bye T-34s.
That's good. And then the Panthers tried some shots at the infantry, but didn't do any damage.
But not a bad start.
Yes, I'll be happy with that.
Soviet 2-turn summary. So in terms of motivations, unpinning was all okay over here. The last stand for that one survivor was not, he ran away. In terms of movement, I have stretched my infantry out a little bit here. There's one in the building, one here, one here. The rest are staying put. These guys are all staying put. Oh, and I popped my ambush over here. So in terms of firing, the 122s tried to range in over there and didn't, unfortunately, because I've got to try and get rid of those west to try and keep these guys healthy. The mortars managed to range in here and actually bailed a Wirbelwind, which was a bit lucky. The ambush was popped and only got 4 hits, needing 4 ups. I suppose that's a realistic result. Ended up with 1 bailed and 2 dead. So these guys are really going to have to rely on being careful to try and keep this side of the table alive, whittle down them so that the Panthers have to come in, and then I might be able to do something against them with my Faust. That's what I'm thinking. Over here, I'm just waiting to see what they're going to do. These guys are a real threat, that's why I've been repositioning. So we'll see what Peter can do in his turn 2. Turn 2.
2 summaries. So I failed to bail him back in again. Was it one?
One of them moved up. One was bailed out, you got back in. Sorry.
Got back out, and then
that was it, so you got your planes.
Planes come in.
Why they passed the last stand.
And they passed the last stand, yeah. So then movement Panthers out, moved my Panzer IV 70s up, and then did a cross your order to get them in the woods. Infantry moved up to take some of the houses and take shots at some of the infantry. And then one of my the Wirbelwinds came up to take shots at the anti-aircraft guns, at the anti-tank guns. Shooting wise, it wasn't very successful. My aircraft failed to range in.
Went for these guys.
Here, I think I got 1 hit from here and they saved.
Aye.
And then 1 hit from here.
Aye, it was them that got the hit.
And they managed to save it. Also, my Wesps ranged in, hit 1, but he saved it. Or no, I failed the firepower.
Yeah, that's right. Chance to kill him and you rolled a 2.
So there was over here. The infantry managed to take it. Well, it was the half tracks managed to take 1 mortar out.
They took 5 hits, but I need to check to see
I think
if they're affected by the pin with the size of the platoon. I can't quite remember, folks, but we'll sort it out for next turn for sure. So,
and then I tried a shooting scoot here, but 1 failed.
Cross check. So you didn't kill quite as much that turn, and you're worried about these killing your
anything.
your lightly armour stuff, but they can't hurt. Well, they can hurt them if they come close enough because they're 9, but they're 10 on the front against anti-tank 11. But at least from my point of view, they've distracted you and fire is lifted from these guys, which might buy me a bit of time because I'm still really stretched. The loss of these guys has left me with nothing really manoeuvrable over this side. Nothing to try and worry the flanks of your Panthers or such like. Soviet turn, 2-turn summary. So in terms of motivations, they unpinned. The mortars didn't, and the infantry did. In terms of movement, well, there wasn't any. They can't really show themselves at the moment. I can start coming over here if I'm worried about that side of the table, but they've got to get over and all that anti-tank. They won't be able to get around the side of those tanks. They won't be able to defeat them. So keeping them close up, maybe for a knife fight, so to speak. These guys stayed on the ground because the infantry are in bulletproof cover. If I hit them and they fail the save, I've then got to roll a 6, so they just stayed put. Over here the infantry don't have any targets, so it came down to these guys, and they concentrated on the wearable ones. 8 dice looking for 5, only got 2 hits, but they couldn't save against my anti-tank, and I managed to get past 2 firepower, so those 2 are gone, which is whittling him down to his bigger tanks. And then my howitzers managed to range in between the Wesps. Got 1 hit, but it was a save, but I'm on them now. If I can get rid of them, it's going to help them stay alive, so it becomes a bit more of a knife fight rather than getting whittled down by the artillery. These guys, I think, will be goners, but if they can deal with this lot before they go, it's the best possible outcome. Turn 3.
Okay, German turn 3 summary. What did we do? He failed. He didn't get back in and failed his last stand. The remaining whatever failed his last stand.
That was it for motivations. Planes were coming in.
The plane came in, that was good. And then movement. They didn't move, they just carried on debussing into these houses. They stayed still, and that was it.
And the planes
put them over there. Shooting, they opened fire, but no damage. There were some hits, but no damage. All these shooting, did we kill anything? I don't think we killed anything.
No.
But did we pin?
They're pinned.
But were they pinned anyway? No.
No, they're unpinned.
Well, that's one thing. That's one good thing. Over here, what did we do? We did the aircraft. We did the aircraft first. So the aircraft managed to range in, 3rd attempt, and managed to kill one artillery piece. And then over here, these opened up. Did they get 1 kill?
Killed 1.
They opened up. They got 1
Panthers
kill.
killed 1.
Repeat bombardment, and the Wesps killed another one.
Killed 1. They didn't do very good with their saves, as you can see there, folks, because they're a 3-up save.
And then they tried to shoot and scoot and got it. They tried to shoot and scoot and didn't get it. And that was me.
So over this side, these guys are kind of gone now, the anti-tank guns, but they've done their job. Over this side is a bit of a Mexican standoff between the tanks and the infantry. Turn 3, for me though, something is going to have to get withdrawn. Soviet turn 3, no movement, no shooting. That's going to be it. They can't hurt anybody. The artillery's pinned. My tanks, if they move anywhere, they're going to let the Panthers in, and if they move out, they won't really be able to hurt the Panthers. The best they could hope for might be a bale or 2, and then they'll die. So Peter's going to have to come get me. Once again, they're not shooting because they're in bulletproof cover. There's no point, I can't hurt them. So let's see if Peter can do anything in turn 4. Turn 4.
Okay, German turn 4 summary. What did we do?
No motivations.
No motivations. Start with the aircraft came in, which was good.
Come in here.
Movement. The Panthers didn't move. The infantry get out the houses and are going to move. They're mobile.
They've got to come over this way, really, folks.
They're going somewhere. These didn't move. And that was that. Over here, the Panthers managed to kill 2 infantry stands. There, shoot over here. Now, who killed what? Did we? Those tanks and those tanks shot, but I'm not sure.
I think it was just
they
the Panthers.
maybe killed that guy.
I think the Panther maybe got both of them, but
well, there's 2. There was a bombardment here from the Vesps as well. And that was
the West ranged in,
yeah.
But he only got 1 hit on him.
Yeah,
I managed to save it.
Because he couldn't have been there. Yeah. And that was that.
So you bring your infantry over, wear those guys down.
They're mobile, so if needed, they could go over there, depending on what.
But certainly over there, it's just purely a Mexican standoff. It'd be difficult to get an assault in against it. It could be done, to be honest, but
I mean, if you've got to remove platoons, it's going to have to be over there because there's two over here, isn't there? There's
the HQ, but I want to keep him if I can. Soviet Turn 4 summary. So in terms of motivations, everything was okay actually. In terms of movement, infantry down here, I've moved back in here, out with that, so forced them to range in again, and I've moved, and I'm also into bulletproof cover. I'm not moved into the open, and there's some infantry left out there. Then over here there is infantry moving around, some staying behind, the rest moving up. They failed a blitz. I could have maybe got some shots up the road at the half tracks. Because they failed the blitz, they can't take advantage of the super fast move, so that they're hiding basically, because they can't really handle the German tanks. And that just left the howitzers to fire the 2 chances to hit and couldn't roll above 3. So that was it for me again, folks. Peter for turn 5. I've got quite a few turns I need to hang on here, folks, but Peter still has to get stuck in and get that objective. I don't think he's got much chance of getting that one over there, but he's got to get skates on. Turn 5.
Right, so this is turn 5, is it? Summary, turn summary. So, no motivations, my aircraft failed to turn up, movement, the Panthers stayed where they were, the half tracks have started to move around here, they stayed where they were, the Panthers stayed where they were, shooting over here, the Panthers are slowly whittling down the infantry.
They're doing brilliant, to be honest.
They all shot at the one guy in here, but
he's miraculously survived, but very, very pinned. That unit spread all the way across.
Over here, what did they was that? I think
they missed.
That was the artillery. Yeah, they missed.
Shooting here and missed.
These guys got that one, kill one, and then bombardment managed to range in sync time and managed to kill one in the house, and that was me. They tried to shoot and scoot, didn't. They did, and that was the end of my turn.
Soviet turn 5. So in terms of motivations, these lot didn't unpin. This lot did. There was no withdrawals this turn because my army's already tiny. They probably will be next turn. In terms of movement, T-34s are moving round because I needed to do something against the half tracks that were moving over. These guys moved, so they were not moving closer to the enemy and out of line of sight. I can't make my saves, so there's no point in hanging about over there. A blitz and a tactical got them into the side. Then in terms of shooting, the artillery finally managed to get a hit and a failed save on a Wesp. 3 up firepower and ended up with a Bale. 3 shots up at the half tracks, ended up with a dead HQ half track, but the infantry made it safe. Over here, I got 1 hit, needing a 5 because 3 normally slow firing and out of command. Failed to, well, I couldn't save, but I needed a 5 to get a kill. I got a Bale. And that is it for me, getting very, very thin on the ground. This house here could be gone next turn, to be honest. Like, there's only 5 bases infantry left alive from that platoon, and these guys are kind of in no man's land. I'm having to open up this flank a bit, but let's see if Peter can either shoot me to bits or manoeuvre into a winning position. Turn 6.
Okay, German turn 6. Summary. So motivations. He stayed bailed out, and this Wisp stayed bailed out. They unpinned.
That was it from no plane.
Plane didn't come in, and then I decided to move these out here, across your order. So they're up there. They didn't move. I have to actually move around to get shots into these guys. They didn't move. 2 of the Panthers came round to deal with the 2 guys out here. And that was all the movement, and then no shooting there. They were shooting into here, but did they get any?
No, I think it was your Wesps that still managed to get the commissar and one other base.
So I managed to kill one with shooting, and then is that all shooting? Then so I went in for assault. One get stopped, one get bailed out on the way in, and the other one managed to deal with the remaining.
So these guys are now down to 3 bases with no commissar. So that just means they're confident now. So I don't imagine they'll last many more turns. So you've got them coming in. Next turn I would imagine they want to get themselves into position for an assault. And then you've got them there backing them up, them still backing them up. And next turn I'll be losing another platoon and they're coming around the corner. Soviet turn 6 turn summary. First of all, we did the withdrawal wrong last turn. I shouldn't have had my howitzers on, but they're gone this turn. What I have left and the amount of turns that are left means nothing's going to be withdrawn, but it's sure as hell going to get smashed to bits. In terms of motivations, didn't unpin, but far more importantly, needing a 3-up once again, they didn't unpin. Otherwise, they could have been heading off to do a sacrificial move there. In terms of movement, I was able to do it with just my T-34s. They ones are dead. They've just moved the next out the way. It's, let's see, platoon of 4 plus him only managed 1 hit, just needing 5s. 1 hit, 1 kill, and 1 dead base of infantry. But they'll still be able to pile on. These guys tried to dig in and failed again. And once again, folks, I only needed a 3 again. They failed. So they're kind of in the open. It's kind of in the open. So, Peter, see if you can come and get me. Turn 7.
Okay, the starting step from, was that turn 6 or 7? So what? They unpinned.
That's the Panzer Grenadiers.
The west failed to unpin. Bail back in.
Got your planes.
Planes came in. That's good news there. So movement. The Panthers moving up round there to threaten the objective. They didn't move. The infantry went in.
Panzer Grenadiers dismounted and they moved up to get into assault.
And that was all the movement. Shooting. The Panthers opened. Well, some of them shot the infantry and didn't get hit, but didn't. Well,
Yeah, I've made my save.
No damages. And the other 2 shot down here and
Got
killed
1.
And then the aircraft.
Got another one.
Got another one. And over, they shot in there. Did I get a kill with them?
I can't remember.
Can't remember anyway.
Anyway, 1 infantry got killed by firing before you went in for the assault. There was 3 infantry in there.
And then I tried to bombard over there, but...
You ranged in, but no kill.
Not that it's going to matter, but...
And then the assault, all important assault. I only had 2 bases left alive, so I wasn't going to stop them.
Right, and then that was it.
And you lost 1 base of infantry on the way in, and then the 3 surviving bases clobbered the 2 survivors, so they're now occupying the house. I have to be over there within 4 inches of that objective next turn. That's going to be very difficult. Right, so let's see if I can do anything. So the starting steps. So the first thing that happens is my infantry runs away because there's only 1 unit left on the table. You're within 4 inches of that, so I can't win the game. There's no point in playing a final turn. I could potentially split my 3 remaining T-34, some go that way, some go that way, but you'll win the next turn. So that is going to be a win for the Germans. So recap, folks. Peter, well, for me, that game was just about the fact that I couldn't actually damage you. If I'd something, a different kind of mission would have suited me a lot better, because the T-34s need to be mobile and to get around the flank off you, and that wasn't a goal in this game because you had too much anti-tank 14 and withdrawing the platoons. Losing 1 platoon, just being daft. Losing 1 platoon of T-34s right at the outset wasn't good. That put my options down, but wherever I put them, even behind here, they would have been sniped from that way, sniped from that way. I don't think it would have worked. But for me, that game might have gone better for me, and I might have held on if I was able to make my 3-up infantry saves a bit better. I probably failed half the saves as opposed to sort of 1/3 of the saves. But my list wasn't set up for this kind of mission. Too few platoons and not enough mobility to get around the sides of your strongly armoured front.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think your list would help me a lot because I've got these Duff Panthers. The front armour is quite good, but everything else is not so good about them.
It was good for this mission though.
Yes.
Because I'm stretched out across the width of the table, and it's hard to get around your flank in that kind of situation. I could have been more aggressive, but there was nowhere for my T-34s to have a starting point to be aggressive. I had to be at the back of the table, behind a hill. Maybe that probably would have been the best place. Behind a house, behind a town. So I couldn't do an instant sweep out. And as I said before, being daft, I lost one straight away. So it was a tough one. It's a tough one. But at least it was a win. And as I said before, I hate seeing so many draws on the channel. And whilst we can't talk about new missions, what I would say is that the new mission pack that we've been given for the UK Nationals might see a few more wins than we have been seeing once it's published, and I hope it gets published soon, folks. We've seen so much of it and we really want to start using them on the battle reports, but we're not getting a chance to do it. We can't share them. You just have to go to the tournament if you want to get an early go at them and make some kind of contribution. But there's not many tickets left. Anyway, Peter, you ground it down right to the last turn, but you did the right thing. You picked up your Panzer Grenadiers and moved them off. If I had been able to unpin these infantry, I might have stopped you.
Yes.
Or delayed you, and a delay maybe would have been enough, but it wasn't the best formation for this task. But there you go. That's it done, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It went down to the wire, sort of. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you've not done so and you'd like to, then hit the subscribe button, which means we'll definitely see you all on the next one.